Once upon a time, not too long ago, a man had 2 sons. The youngest son said to his father, "Father, give me my share of the estate." Well, the father divided his property between them. And not long after that, the younger son packed up his things, traveled to a far country, and there he squandered his fortune, living a life of debauchery. Now, after he had wasted everything, a severe famine struck that country, and the young man found himself destitute and in desperate need. So he got a job working on a pig farm, and he became so desperate that he wanted to fill his stomach with the food that the pigs ate. But no one gave him any, and he began to die of hunger. As he came to his senses, he said to himself, "How many of my father's hired servants have more than enough food to eat, and here I am dying of hunger? I will go to my father and say, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants.' So he got up and went to his father. But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him, and ran and fell on his neck and kissed him. And the son said to him, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants.' But the father told his servants, 'Quick, bring out the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. And bring the fattened calf and kill it. Let's celebrate with a feast. For this son of mine was dead and has now returned alive. And I rejoice more over him than over all the sheep and cattle that I possess, for he was lost and is found.' And he said to the son, 'It was right for you to celebrate when you found your brother truly alive and well. For I tell you, my joy is no less than that of a king who has regained his rightful heir. For this reason, my son, I must celebrate with you, because you have come home, having repented of your ways.'" Many years before, when Jesus was enjoying a meal at Matthew's house, a group of tax collectors and sinners came in and ate with him. When the Pharisees and scribes saw this, they asked Matthew's disciples, "Why does your teacher eat with tax collectors and sinners?" When Matthew heard this, he replied, "It's not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. But go on and tell my father that I say I was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I can see. For this reason, the kingdom of heaven may be compared to a king who had a son whom he loved more than all his other sons. He made him a wedding robe and invited all the guests to come to the wedding. When the king's son was ready, he put on the beautiful robe and rode out to meet the king. But before he got to the wedding, some men came out, and seeing the rich clothing, tore it to pieces and threw dust on him. When the king's son saw that his robe was torn and that his body was covered with dust, he got down from his horse and threw himself down in front of the men. They started beating him and mocking him, saying, "You can't wear that fine robe. You want to make yourself look better than us. Get out of here! Get out of here!" So the king's son lay there on the ground, crying out, "Oh, how I wish my father would come and take me by the hair of my head and carry me back to the palace. Then he could dress me in the wedding robe and parade me around so everyone could see that I am his son." But the men kept trampling on him and mocking him. "You think your father will do that? No, you're going to die here." The king heard what had happened and wept, saying, "My son looked good in his robe, and those wicked people tore it to pieces and killed him. Now I must go and take care of my son." And he did. He picked up his son, hugged and kissed him, and dressed him in the robe. Then the king led his son into the city, so everyone could see how handsome and majestic he looked. From that day on, the king's son lived in the palace, feasting on the finest food, drinking the finest wine, wearing beautiful clothes, and getting whatever else he desired. And the king's son lived happily ever after. He thought he was too far gone, too dirty, too broken, too ashamed to be loved again. But as he walked toward home, the father ran, not with judgment, but with open arms. Not with punishment, but with a robe, a ring, and a celebration. Because that's what grace looks like when it meets us at the door. The prodigal son's story isn't just his, it's ours. We all wander, we all fall short, but the Father's heart has never changed. He waits, he watches. The moment we turn toward him, he runs to restore us. If you've wandered away from God for years, you don't have to wait. If you've only taken a few steps off the path, you don't have to fear. The way back is always open. His love never left. And no matter what you've done, your Father still calls you son, still calls you daughter, still calls you home. You can run to Him today. He'll meet you where you are and welcome you back with open arms. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more Bible truths brought to life. And remember, mercy runs faster than guilt. There's always a place for you in the Father's house. Until next time, come home. Stay in His love. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please take a moment to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Also, don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.